3 games so far this week, 3 different players at our first podium. Sarah looks to defend for the first time. She's got the lead over Guy in a very high-scoring battle. Heather still very much alive with 8,900. Start with Sarah and Guy. If Guy doubles up, he'll have 30,400. So Sarah, to cover him, will need to wager 11,000. She gets it wrong with that wager, she'll be left with 8,400. So to stay above her, Heather will need to wager at most 500. And Guy, 6,800. Now we look at second and third, Sarah and Guy. Sorry, Heather and Guy. If Heather doubles up, she will have 17,800. So Guy, to top her, need to wager 2,600. If Guy gets it wrong with that wager, he will have 12,600. So in response, Heather will need to wager 3,700. Now, if she wagers this 3,700, as she should wager at least that much because Guy has a rational wager that will beat her if she wagers this whole 500 amount, she might as well just wager everything. Because if she gets it wrong, she's going to lose to Sarah, unless Sarah does something really weird. So I would recommend that she wager everything. Now we look to see if there are any rule number 3 wagers. The only one who might have one is Guy. If Guy wants to cover a 0 wager by Sarah, he would need to wager at least the difference between them, which is 4,200. He can't cover an unsafe wager by Sarah because that would put him below her total if they both got it wrong. We do have, as almost always, the possibility of mind games. If Sarah thinks that Guy is going to be a rational wagerer and wager this 6,800, wagerer, ring bearer, he's going to have 22,000. So to cover that, Sarah will need to wager 2,600. If Guy is afraid of that happening, thinks that Sarah is going to wager something like 3,000, then he would be justified in wagering everything. Judging from yesterday's wager, I don't think that Sarah is that savvy, but if Guy goes for it all, good for him. I would go for it all on a Beatles question. All right, let's see how our players did. Heather got this one right and wagered 8,000, which is a good wager. Guy got it wrong and wagered 6,200, a very savvy bet. But our champ got it right, wagered 12,000, and will return tomorrow for her third game. Now I gotta say that technically those 2 answers were incorrect because there should be an exclamation point at the end of help. And if I recall correctly, Paul McCartney did that to avoid some sort of copyright issue with another song called Help. Just like I get kind of mad when I see Jeopardy without the exclamation point, although it's really annoying to have to type it every time I mention the show or something. Anyway, that's enough out of me. We'll see you tomorrow, Thursday, on the Final Wager.